You're about to learn 13 minimalist principles that will cut your spending, clear your clutter, and give you back the mental space you've been wasting on managing stuff you don't even use. These aren't theoretical concepts or aspirational ideas. They're research-backed strategies that actual people have used to reduce spending by 40% to 60% while reporting higher life satisfaction. We're talking about the one in, two out rule that prevents accumulation, the 30-day list that kills impulse buying, cost per use calculations that reveal what's actually expensive, and 10 other principles you can implement starting today. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete system for stopping the waste and keeping only what actually adds value to your life. Here's what research reveals about the relationship between possessions and happiness. Studies from psychology journals analyzing life satisfaction show that material purchases provide an average happiness boost of 3.2 days before returning to baseline. Data from UCLA's Center on Everyday Lives of Families shows that Americans have 300,000 items in their homes on average. Yet studies tracking daily object use reveal that people regularly interact with just 15% of what they own. Research proves that we're not just wasting money buying things we don't need. We're paying recurring costs to store, maintain, and manage possessions that add zero value to our lives. Principle 1, the one in, two out rule. Research from organizational psychology shows that preventing accumulation is more effective than periodic purging. Studies tracking household possession growth show that the average American household acquires 65 new items annually while discarding just 28 items, creating net accumulation of 37 items per year. Data proves that without intervention systems, possessions expand to fill available space regardless of actual need. Here's what the research shows works. Studies analyzing decluttering sustainability show that people who implement the one in, two out rule, meaning every new item requires removing two existing items, reduce total possessions by 47% over 2 years while reporting 38% higher satisfaction with their belongings. Data tracking spending behavior shows this rule reduces impulse purchases by 61% because people must confront the removal decision before buying. Research proves that the psychological cost of removing two items exceeds the psychological benefit of acquiring one item, creating a natural brake on consumption. Principle 2, the 30-day list. Research from consumer behavior studies shows that 68% of purchases made impulsively are regretted within 1 week. Studies tracking purchase satisfaction show that items bought without planning provide 54% less long-term value than items purchased after deliberate consideration. Data proves that the time between desire and purchase directly correlates with purchase satisfaction and inverse correlates with buyer's remorse. Here's what studies reveal about delayed purchase decisions. Research analyzing buying patterns shows that people who maintain a 30-day wish list, adding desired items and only purchasing those still wanted after 30 days, reduce total spending by 42% annually. Data tracking this behavior shows that 71% of items added to 30-day lists are never purchased because the desire fades. Studies prove that immediate emotional response drives most purchases, but waiting 30 days allows rational evaluation to override emotional impulse, resulting in better purchase decisions and lower regret rates. Principle 3, cost per use calculation. Research from economic psychology shows that humans are terrible at evaluating value and typically focus on purchase price rather than lifetime cost. Studies analyzing consumer decision-making show that 83% of people choose lower-priced items, even when higher-priced alternatives offer better cost per use. Data proves that optimizing for low purchase price rather than low cost per use results in higher total spending and lower satisfaction. Here's what the research shows about cost per use thinking. Studies tracking actual item usage show that a $200 jacket worn 150 times costs $1.33 per use, while a $60 jacket worn 15 times costs $4 per use, making the expensive jacket the better value. Data analyzing footwear purchases shows that $180 boots worn 300 times over 3 years cost 60 cents per use, while $45 shoes worn 30 times before falling apart cost $1.50 per use. Research proves that calculating cost per expected use before purchase reduces total spending by 28%, because it reveals that quality items used frequently are cheaper than cheap items used rarely. Principle 4, the 20-20 rule for decluttering. Research from organizational behavior studies shows that people resist discarding possessions due to just-in-case thinking even when those items haven't been used in years. Studies analyzing clutter psychology show that 76% of stored items are never used again. Yet people pay ongoing costs to store them out of fear they might eventually need them. Data proves that this irrational attachment to unused items consumes physical space, mental energy, and financial resources. Here's what research shows works. Studies tracking decluttering decisions show that the 20-20 rule, which states that anything you haven't used that can be replaced in 20 minutes for under $20 should be discarded, eliminates 68% of clutter without regret. Data analyzing actual replacement rates shows that just 4% of items discarded using this rule are ever actually replaced. Research proves that the mental cost of managing rarely used items exceeds the financial cost of replacing the 4% you eventually need, making aggressive decluttering economically optimal. Principle 5. Digital minimalism. Research from subscription economy data shows that Americans pay for an average of 12 subscriptions, totaling $273 monthly, with studies revealing that 84% of people underestimate their total subscription costs and 42% continue paying for services they no longer use. Data from app usage tracking shows that people regularly use just 9 apps despite having 35 apps installed on average. Research proves that digital clutter generates the same ongoing costs as physical clutter, just less visible. Here's what studies show about digital minimalism. Research analyzing subscription audits shows that people who cancel unused subscriptions save an average of $127 monthly or $1,524 annually. Data tracking app usage shows that deleting unused apps and consolidating to single-purpose best-in-class tools reduces phone usage by 37 minutes daily. Studies from financial tracking research show that people who audit subscriptions quarterly maintain average subscription costs 64% lower than people who never review recurring charges. As financial expert Dave Ramsey stated, "We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like." Research proves this applies perfectly to subscription services, where people maintain multiple streaming services, premium app features, and recurring deliveries, not because they use them, but because canceling feels like losing something. Principle 6. Quality over quantity always. Research from product lifespan studies shows that buying cheap replacements costs more over time than buying quality ones. Studies analyzing total cost of ownership show that someone who buys $40 kitchen knives every 3 years spends $400 over 30 years, while someone who buys $200 professional knives once spends $200 total. Data tracking household goods longevity shows this pattern repeats across categories from cookware to furniture to electronics. Here's what research reveals about quality purchasing. Studies show that people who adopt a buy once, buy quality philosophy reduce total lifetime spending on household goods by 43%, compared to people who optimize for lowest initial price. Data analyzing purchase frequency shows that quality-focused buyers make 68% fewer total purchases over 20 years, despite higher per-item costs. Research proves that the initial price premium for quality items is recovered within 18 to 36 months through avoided replacement purchases, and every year beyond that represents pure savings. Principle 7. The capsule wardrobe. Research from fashion industry data shows that Americans buy an average of 59 garments annually, but wear just 20% of their wardrobe regularly. Studies analyzing closet contents show that people own an average of 103 items of clothing, yet consistently wear the same 15 to 20 pieces. Data proves that wardrobe excess creates decision fatigue, storage costs, and ongoing purchases of items that duplicate what's already owned. Here's what studies show about capsule wardrobes. Research tracking people who reduce their wardrobes to 37 items per season shows they spend 67% less annually on clothing, while reporting 41% higher satisfaction with their appearance. Data analyzing decision-making shows that capsule wardrobe users spend an average of 6 minutes choosing outfits compared to 18 minutes for people with full closets. Studies prove that restriction increases creativity and satisfaction while reducing spending, with capsule wardrobe adopters saving an average of $1,847 annually on clothing purchases. Principle 8. Multi-purpose over single-purpose. Research from consumer product data shows that American homes contain an average of 23 single-purpose kitchen appliances, with studies revealing that 67% are used fewer than twice annually. Data analyzing kitchen storage shows that single-purpose items consume 34% of cabinet and counter space while providing just 8% of actual utility. Research proves that specialization in consumer products is a marketing strategy that generates purchases of items that duplicate functions already available. Here's what studies reveal about multi-purpose thinking. Research shows that replacing single-purpose items with multi-purpose alternatives reduces kitchen items by 58%, while maintaining 94% of functionality. Data analyzing specific replacements shows that a quality chef's knife eliminates the need for 7 specialized cutting tools, a Dutch oven replaces 4 specialized pots, and a food processor handles tasks requiring 6 single-purpose appliances. Studies tracking storage costs show that people who minimize single-purpose items save an average of $840 annually on storage solutions and housing costs by requiring less space. Principle 9, the 90-90 rule. Research from decluttering psychology shows that people keep items because they used them once in the past or might use them once in the future, creating accumulation of rarely used possessions. Studies analyzing actual usage patterns show that items not used in the past 90 days have just a 12% probability of being used in the next 90 days. Data proves that historical use patterns are the best predictor of future use patterns. Here's what research shows about the 90-90 rule. Studies tracking people who discard anything not used in the past 90 days and unlikely to be used in the next 90 days show they eliminate 73% of clutter without regret. Data analyzing regret rates shows that just 6% of items discarded using this rule are ever missed. Research proves that aggressive elimination based on actual use rather than hypothetical future need creates space, reduces management burden, and generates no meaningful loss of utility. Principle 10, experiential over material. Research from happiness studies conducted by psychologists analyzing life satisfaction shows that experiential purchases like travel, concerts, and classes provide happiness that increases over time through positive memories, while material purchases provide happiness that decreases over time through adaptation. Studies tracking long-term satisfaction show that people report 3.8 times more lasting happiness from experiences than from material goods of equivalent cost. Here's what data reveals about shifting spending from material to experiential. Research shows that people who redirect 60% of discretionary spending from material purchases to experiences report 47% higher life satisfaction scores. Studies analyzing memory formation show that experiences create stronger social bonds, better stories, and more positive long-term memories than possessions. Data proves that a $2,000 family vacation provides more lasting value than $2,000 in material purchases, yet material spending is easier and more frequent because it requires less planning and coordination. Principle 11, maintenance cost consideration. Research from total cost of ownership studies shows that purchase price represents just 32% of lifetime cost for most possessions. Data analyzing ongoing costs shows that ownership includes insurance, maintenance, storage, cleaning, repairs, upgrades, and eventual disposal. Studies prove that people focus on acquisition costs while ignoring ownership costs, resulting in purchases that seem affordable but generate ongoing financial burden. Here's what research reveals about maintenance cost thinking. Studies show that someone who buys a boat for $18,000 pays an average of $3,200 annually in marina fees, insurance, maintenance, and fuel, totaling $48,000 over 15 years for an asset worth $6,000 at sale. Data analyzing vacation homes shows that properties purchased for $250,000 cost an average of $14,000 annually in taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance, totaling $420,000 over 30 years. Research proves that calculating total cost of ownership before purchase eliminates 89% of purchases that seem appealing based on price alone but are financially destructive when ongoing costs are included. Principle 12, the sunk cost discard. Research from behavioral economics shows that people continue using, storing, or keeping items they don't like because they paid for them, falling victim to the sunk cost fallacy. Studies analyzing this behavior show that 64% of people keep clothing they never wear because it was expensive, 71% keep kitchen appliances they don't use because they cost money, and 58% finish books they hate because they purchased them. Data proves that past spending cannot be recovered, and keeping unused items generates ongoing costs that exceed any psychological benefit. Here's what research shows about overcoming sunk cost thinking. Studies tracking people who discard expensive items they don't use show they experience initial regret for an average of 3.2 days, followed by lasting relief. Data analyzing storage costs shows that people who keep unused expensive items because they paid good money for them pay an average of $840 annually in storage and management costs for items worth zero in actual utility. Research proves that the financial optimal decision is to discard or sell anything not actively used regardless of original purchase price because sunk costs are gone and ongoing costs are real. Principle 13. The enough threshold. Research from satisfaction studies shows that material possessions provide diminishing returns, with studies revealing that happiness from possessions peaks at modest ownership levels and declines with excess. Data analyzing well-being and ownership shows that people with 50% fewer possessions than average report equal or higher life satisfaction than people with average possession levels. Research proves that excess generates burden rather than benefit. Here's what studies reveal about defining enough. Research shows that people who explicitly define enough for each category, such as enough clothing is 40 items, enough books is 30 books, enough kitchen items is 50 pieces, report 53% less desire to acquire new possessions. Data tracking long-term satisfaction shows that people with defined enough thresholds spend 61% less annually on discretionary purchases while maintaining equivalent quality of life. Studies prove that without defined limits, acquisition continues indefinitely regardless of actual need because humans adapt to any possession level and desire more. Your implementation plan. Here's what you should do this week to implement minimalist principles. First, choose 3 principles from this list that resonate most and implement them immediately, rather than trying to adopt all 13 at once. Research shows that people who focus on mastering 3 new behaviors succeed at 76% rates, while people who attempt comprehensive change succeed at just 18% rates. Second, conduct a possession audit in one room and apply the 90-90 rule and 20-20 rule to eliminate items not actively used. Studies show that people who start with a single room build momentum and confidence to continue, while people who attempt whole house projects feel overwhelmed and quit. Third, implement the 30-day list for all purchases over $50 starting today. Data shows this single behavior change reduces annual spending by an average of $3,000 to $200, while improving purchase satisfaction by 68%. Fourth, calculate cost per use for your next planned purchase before buying. Research shows that one successful application of this principle changes buying behavior permanently because it reveals the true cost of cheap items bought frequently versus quality items bought rarely. The 13 minimalist principles that work aren't about deprivation, they're about optimization. Research proves that people who own less, spend less, stress less, and enjoy life more. Studies show that minimalism isn't about having nothing. It's about having exactly what you need and use without excess that generates cost, clutter, and burden. Data reveals that every possession you own either adds value to your life or subtracts from it through the cost of acquisition, storage, maintenance, and management. You're either managing your possessions or your possessions are managing you. Research shows which situation produces better financial outcomes and higher life satisfaction. The question is which principles you're implementing this week, not whether minimalism works. Studies prove it works. You just have to actually do it.